Welcome to Shakespeare Full Circle, a journey of a circuitous nature into the mind of the Bard of Avon, or as you become more familiar, Uncle Will. I'm your host, Kari Marshall. The year was 1997. I had just graduated, and this song was being played in every pub across London. And as it happens, absolutely endlessly by most buskers on tube platforms, myself included, before the licensing laws came in. Though it was mostly erroneously known as Time of Your Life, the irony of which was not lost on me. Reminiscing with rose-tinted glasses over the previous 3 years of my time in England, it would become almost anthem-like as I sat, jobless on the Charing Cross branch of the Northern Line, strumming away. The actual title of the song was Good Riddance. I'm not entirely sure how much time Billy Joe Armstrong spent with a well-thumbed copy of Uncle Will's Troilus and Cressida, but when he penned the song in 1993, following his girlfriend moving to Ecuador, he would be summoning up a phrase that appears, ironically, in an ill-fated love story from 1606. In a nutshell, the Trojan War has been raging for 7 long years, starting with, if we remember, when Helen ran off with Hector's younger brother, Paris. The Trojan prince Troilus falls madly in love with Cressida, the daughter of a Trojan priest, who, unfortunately, just so happens to have defected to the Greeks. Cressida is traded to the Greeks, but not before vowing to remain faithful to Troilus, and I think we know where we are going. In Act 2, Scene 1, we come upon the Greek camp. Ajax, spelt A-J-A-X, but technically should be pronounced Ajax, and now, with that pedantic side note out of the way, summons his slave, the foul-mouthed ne'er-do-well Thersites, and orders him to investigate a proclamation that has just been posted, to which the contrarian court companion refuses, and instead inexplicably goes on to curse his master, as well as the entire Greek endeavor, which provokes Ajax into beating him. This scene is come upon by Achilles, yes, that one, and his companion, Patroclus. Thersites then makes the decision to include the 2 newcomers into his tirade. Then they've had enough.
No more words, Thersites, peace.
Ooh, I will hold my peace when Achilles' brack bids me, shall I?
Well, there's for you, Patroclus.
I will see you hanged like crop poles ere I come any more to your tent. I will keep where there is wit stirring, and leave the faction of fools.
A good riddance.
6 years before the Greek tale, Uncle Will would use the phrase fair riddance in his Merchant of Venice, but it was his oxymoronic addition of good that would solidify the phrase as one of annoyance. The word riddance, though, appeared some 84 years earlier in a poem by John Rastall, the English printer, author, barrister, and MP. You'll forgive my pronunciation. I have her lost for all my cost, yet for all that I true, I have perchance a fair riddance, and am quit of a shrew. Interesting use of the term shrew here, which would be tamed some years later in Uncle Will's imagination by the brutish and misogynistic Petruchio. In 1938, the German writer Bertolt Brecht would use the phrase in his Good Person of Szechuan, obviously in German, and even our favorite rabbit would use it in the 1950s.
Oh, goodbye. Good grief. Good riddance.
And on that note, we come to the end of this week's episode. And before you ask Billy Joe, I did.
I hope you had the time of your life.
Well, alas and alack, my friends, that's all we have time for. Join us again next time for another circuitous journey into the mind of Uncle William. I'm Kari Marshall. Farewell until next time. Shakespeare Full Circle is a production of WGTE Public Media. You can learn more and download all episodes at wgte.org/sfc or wherever you get your podcasts.